Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Mike Tannick, and you are watching Hearts of Iron for La Resistance. We are continuing on as the Spanish Commune, where we are preparing for war with Portugal, which is our next natural target. Now, you can see here, I have taken the liberty of skipping ahead to November 1938. Guys, all you missed was a whole lot of sitting here waiting for factories to be built, waiting for focuses to get done, and I will show you what has been done. I skipped ahead to where we're about to have some action. We're preparing for it at least, and I want you guys to be a part of that. So we got the focus wealth redistribution, which reduced our consumer goods factories by 5%, which was great. We need that. Next, we did land redistribution, which really this was just a stepping stone to get to this focus, which is expand the means of production, which gave us 2 civilian factories and 2 military factories, but unfortunately it also reduced our stability by 10%, and we'll get to that in a second. So now we are here at collective recovery efforts, and this is all well and good. This is all about recovering from the Civil War. We don't have any factories to repair, which is mostly what this does. Factory repair speed plus 20% for 730 days. What I'm really trying to get to is this right here, is all must do their part. And I misread this focus last time. I thought that it was doing something else. But what this does is it unlocks recovering from Civil War decisions, which is that negative modifier, which is killing us right now. And it will allow us to return owned Spanish states to the status of core states if they have sufficiently high compliance, which is good. And I'll show you the compliance in a moment. And it also reduces consumer factories by a further 5%. That is great. And we can also, after that, do this focus, which will remove the national spirit disbanded army. Now, those two national spirits, recovering from the Civil War and the disbanded army, I will show you. They are kind of killers. The first is this, recovering from Civil War. If you didn't remember, it reduces our construction speed, factory output, dockyard output, and joint faction tension limit. It's horrible. It's a bad thing that happened to us. The next is disbanded army, and this affects our divisions. Division attack, -5. Planning speed, max planning, maximum command power increase, daily command power gain multiplier. It's debuffs all of those things. So it's going to be good to be able to start to knock out those 2 national focuses back to back. So that's what you missed on the focus fronts. I will now show you technology. We didn't do a whole lot of exciting things in the technology department. We got computing machines, which of course is research. We got the oil refining 1, or fuel refining 1, which is somewhat helpful because we are rebuilding our fuel stocks right now. We got improved infantry equipment, and we got the next type of light tank, which we are now producing. So let me show you that. Our production now is pretty good. We're in the green in most things. Of course, support equipment is always a problem, which we might put some... In fact, let's do that now to make sure that we do get everything where it needs to be. And that's going to cause us a aluminum shortage. That's fine. So here we are. You can see we are producing light tanks, artillery, support equipment, all this. Nothing too crazy or new. But we are now training armored divisions. And the viewer, our friend of the channel, Faris will be very happy to see that we are now building armored divisions. We are waiting mostly on the light tanks. Yeah, everything else we have, and then we can actually deploy this, which is good. The other bit that we are doing right now in this department, I want to show you. Since we are about to invade Portugal, we do have our spy Kissy Lips here building an intel network, and he only has 78 more days to go, and that's going to help us bigly when it comes to invading Portugal. But what we are doing in the intelligence agency front, since we are trying to do decryption on them, we only have the just bare bones level of decryption. So it's going to, it originally was going to take us like 900 something days. So what we're doing right now is we're doing the radio interception group, which is costing us 5 civilian factories, but it's only for 30 days, and it'll get us a pretty good boost when it comes to decrypting Portuguese, well, everything. Now, the problem that we ran into here, guys, I'll show you, is this. They are being guaranteed by the UK, which means there's a chance we may be dragged into war with them, but we will see. All right, we got the early destroyer hull 1. Now, I do want to start to work on the Navy here, but this isn't necessarily... Yeah, this isn't actually completely necessary. So let's make sure that we're not missing anything else that we could be building. We could get motorized. I think it is about time to get motorized. So that's going to go in the maybe pile right now. We could do another land doctrine. It would take 319 days and allow us elastic defense. We'll see. Naval doctrine, not just yet. Air. I really do want to get the close air support, guys. We did get the first round of real fighter aircraft. Air doctrine, not right now. 1938 techs. We probably should start working on radar. That would help us a lot going forward. So, although we do have a 100% bonus for industry. Now, is there anything here we could do? Ooh, concentrated industry 3. That, even though it's ahead of time, it would only take 83 days. And I don't think we can pass that up, guys. That is a must right now. And since we did do that focus, which reduced us by 10% stability, I bit the bullet, guys, and I'm doing improved worker conditions. Possibly, like, the most hated of all the decisions, but it's a necessary evil right now because our stability is killing us. And speaking of stability, when we last left off, we were having some resistance problems, and I was using the spy to kind of tamp down on that. And you'll see now they are the resistance levels are naturally decreasing. And the reason for that is that the compliance is growing, and the compliance naturally reduces the resistance. But early on, guys, when there's no compliance, because generally it starts from 0 unless you do an operation ahead of time for a conquered territory to raise that up, it's going to start at 0. So you got to kind of nurse it and play with the different areas, with the different types of occupation. For example, for a while I had to do local police force in a couple areas because the resistance was getting to the point where they were actually sabotaging stuff. Uh-oh, okay, so here we go. The German Reich claims Memel. So yeah, guys, that's what you got to do. It's a delicate dance you have to do with the resistance, but see, now it is going down naturally because we are nursing the compliance. Yeah, see, compliance here is at 26%, so we can leave it on civilian oversight. So I am happy with that, and it's also reducing the amount of garrison that we need, which is therefore replenishing our infantry equipment and our manpower. So I am happy, guys. I am pretty happy with this. So yeah, you can see here the compliance is going up. It goes up very slowly, but so I'm happy with that. Meanwhile, we got our Navy all trained up. We got our Navy trained, which really dug into our... let's get actually this ship repaired. If we can. Yeah, let's get that ship repaired. So, if this war kicks off, and if we have to square off with the UK, there's obviously no way our Navy's going to stand up to, and they're going to stay docked. Except for our subs. I want our subs to operate out here because that is Portugal's only lifeline to the outside. And if we could sink any incoming troops, any incoming reinforcements or supplies, then that's going to help us wrap up Portugal real quick. And that's the other benefit here of building this intelligence network, which I really want to get done soon. How many more days? 65 days. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Because from there we can actually start to run some operations. But the problem here is, guys, you generally needs at least 2 agents to run operations, but we'll see. We'll see. Because what I would like to do is, where is it? Not orchestrate coup, but make resistance contacts. I believe, yeah, it will strengthen their resistance, and I believe once we conquer, it will give us more compliance, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see, I had this all figured out before, but... Okay, this requires... Yeah, 2 agents, 2 agents, 2 agents, 2 agents. So, we still have to make one more upgrade to our intel agency after this in order to get our second agent. So we will have to decide what we want that to be, because that's coming up soon, actually. So, what we could do... Let's see, we have passive defense. That does counterintelligence plus 1.5. Not bad. Civilian intelligence. Army department. Oh, okay, okay. Excellent. So, yeah, I think what I would like to do for our anti-partisan... Or actually, I think what would make the most sense for us right now is to do the economy and civilian intelligence, because that's going to help us kind of pick our next target, guys. Yeah, I believe that would be the most wise course of action to do. Now, also, since we are possibly squaring off against the UK, we are going to design some port defense units. Because we have the manpower, we have the equipment, I believe, do we not? Okay, yeah, of course we're short support equipment and tanks. That's not a big surprise, but we can, let's design a very basic port defense unit. No, come on. Alright, division designer. Let's do create empty. Now, before, what worked well for this was... Or did we do cavalry? Maybe we did cavalry, but we'll see. Oh, we don't have quite enough to do the support equipment, to do the support yet. We would have to have 1 more army experience. That's fine. And how close are we? Because we do have divisions training. So yeah, we'll get to that pretty quick. So you know what? Let's wait till we get to that, so we're not just bouncing back and forth. Because what do we got training? We got yeah, a couple divisions training here. And this small army down here surrounding Gibraltar, they're all training. So yeah, we can wait for that extra point. That's not a big deal. Now, I do believe we have aircraft training, which they should be trained up by now. Yes, they are, so we can pull them in. I would like to have a lot more aircraft than this, guys, because I know if Britain joins the war, then we're kind of in trouble. And that's why I'm trying to reach out and make nice. And I might actually go back on my promise of not joining the Comintern, because if that's the way this is going to be, then we need some serious backing. Enough to make the British think twice about attacking us for Portugal, because Portugal probably isn't going to be worth it. Let's see. Which one is it that reduces... Okay, I'm looking for the one that reduces the world tension limits, and is it this one? No, it's not that one. We just had it. Lessons from the Civil War. Red Tide. Is that it? Maybe I'm missing it, but... yeah, consumer goods factories. Okay, well it is here. Let me see. Tension. Expand Soviet aid. That's not it. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh, maybe it is this one. Collective effort. No, no. No, because we did have that one. Huh. Maybe I am just freaking blind, you guys. Maybe I'm just blind. I swore it was one of these right here, but... Alright, well, in any case, our goal now, temporarily at least, we're not going to stick with them, but I do want to join the Comintern. There we go. Radio Interception Group. Alright, that gives us plus 25% decryption power. Excellent, guys. So let's go ahead and do the civilian economy next. And that'll take another 30 days. That's fine. Okay, Julian Gorkin angered by Portuguese posturing. Yet this is us getting ready to womp them. Give them a good womping. So what do we have to do to join your faction, bruh? We're almost there. Soviet opinion of the Spanish Commune. Oh, well, we could fix that. We could fix that, guys. Let's just improve relations. Julian Gorkin questions Portuguese sovereignty. Yep. Yeah, because I'm, if it's not obvious, I am justifying a war goal against them. And also, I have been improving relations with the UK. Hoping to kind of steer them clear of any ideas they may get about interfering in this regional conflict. So I can call them imperialists and all sorts of other terrible curse words. Now, I wish we could see how many divisions they have here. But regardless, let's just be ready. I did not give them a planning bonus, so let's do that. Okay, good. Good, good. So I probably deployed those guys too early. Now, how are we doing with our armored division? Ooh, yeah, we still need a lot of tanks. A lot of tanks. Are we trading for anything? No, we're not. And what are we doing? Okay, 5 a week. So we'll be getting to 1 a day pretty soon, but that's still not enough. We're going to need to speed that along, I think. But we can't really take from anywhere else. At least that I'm comfortable with. Okay, guys, we do now have that 25 army experience. So let's go ahead and create our division. Our port defense unit, which is one of my favorites. As you guys know, it's going to be a unicorn like it has been in the last 3 campaigns. Which, if you guys haven't seen the last 3 campaigns, I encourage you to do so. They were challenging, to say the least. But we won. Every time we won. Because that's what we do here. Let's go ahead and do the engineer company, because they are going to have to be dug in. And they're going to be not an anarchist division. Can we just get a regular infantry division, please? Okay, whatever. I'm going to go with none. And they're going to be... where is it? I know you're here. There it is. Okay. This is going to be Port Defense Brigade, because they are not division size. There we go. And let's save that. And what we're going to do, actually, let's deploy one of these infantry divisions, stop him training, and train 2 of these in their place. Actually, no, don't want to do that. Let's add a unit here. And where are they most likely to invade from if they do invade? Probably not the north. They might, though. So it doesn't matter. Let's put them dead center for now. We'll deploy them dead center. And did that do it? No, of course not. Yeah, we'll deploy them in Madrid. Or nearby. Alright. Yeah, get them going. In fact, let's add one. What's that going to do? Yeah, we got the equipment. Okay, so we're going to do it. Alright, one more unit that's unassigned. Let's go ahead and put you down here. And I can't decide if it goes down, if this is going to be a... If we're going to go for Gibraltar, obviously we should go for Gibraltar. Because then we completely control the strait here, and that's really going to screw them up. As far as trade and just being able to mess with us goes. Alright, you're gone. What are we building that's outdated? Okay, fine. And 1 aluminum will live. Alright. How's that opinion coming, guys? Alright, what do we have to have? The world tension limit has to be 40. So something bad has to happen. Well, we are going into 1939, so that tension is going to skyrocket, I assume. How much more time do we have on our justification? Okay, it's only at 112 out of 225 days, which is fine. That's good, because that's going to give us time. Whoa, whoa. What was that? Sorry about that, guys. My computer just had a seizure, apparently. Alright, 39 more days till we get our intel network here. And then at that point, we could start to run some operations, hopefully. Here we go. Alright. So, we added a bunch of infrastructure, which is good. So, let's go ahead and have a look down here. Maybe I was going crazy, but I don't think I was. Let's see. Yeah, well, we're still going to go for these two, actually. Yeah, we have to have more than 50 factories for that. Alright, almost do their part. So this is the one that unlocks the recovering from Civil War decisions and reduces consumer goods factories by 5%. Which again isn't going to do much because we don't have many factories to begin with. Especially now since we're doing the Intel Ops. Alright, 18 more days to go on that. Excellent. So let's go ahead and step over here and see what's happening with trying to... Okay, the Japanese still have not made any headway here, as I suspected they would not. Excellent. We could send an attaché, but I don't think that's wise right now. I think we should be doing other things with our political power, such as appointing important people like we do. Yeah, there's nothing here to be done. So, let's see. Who could we get? We could... There's only one person over here we can get, and she increases research speed plus 5%. Let's see. What about a chief of the army? Yeah, we are going to need that, and we're going to need that soon. Okay, that gives division attrition minus 4%. Let's start with the chief of the army. For now, that is a good thing to have. And are we still doing improved worker conditions? We are. So we'll be doing that for a few more weeks, and we'll get our stability up slightly. So I've been worried about that stability since the start of the game. We've been battling with that. I don't know that we're ever going to have good stability ever again, but it looks as though... Okay, this is good. This is all coming down. And how is... Let's have a look here. Yeah, alright. The compliance is slowly growing. Now, for these decisions coming up, I don't know how high the compliance has to be. It did not say, but I'm guessing it'll say once we get to the decision itself. Alright, so what is this battleship here doing? Oh, it's refitting, that's right. It's upgrading. Excellent. Yeah, because we did... I think we did design a new battleship. Let's go ahead and have a look here. Canarius class Mark 1. And what did we do with this? Oh yeah, that's right. We increased the anti-aircraft. A lot of anti-aircraft. And medium battery, did we upgrade that? Heavy cruiser battery 2. Okay, no, that's on point. That's all good. We don't need anti-submarine warfare. We have destroyers for that. What about the hull? Okay. And then, no. Now, we are going to design some... We need to design some mine destroyers. Some mining destroyers, that is. But we do not yet have mines, unfortunately. We will get there. Where would that go? Yeah, not here. It'll be one of these modules up top, but we're just not there yet. Excellent! Construction 3 is done. And it couldn't have come at a better time. Now, I think since we are behind on the excavation, we are going to be getting going to have to start trading since we are going to be building military factories soon. So let's catch up on that. I have neglected it. All right, yeah, I wish we could see what the hell was going on here. I really do. But let's have a look at what our competition is. Yeah, they have a mix of really lousy units and some decent units. A lot of them are like the Civil War units that we had. It's just 3 infantry and that's it. Which I'm going to try to make this blitzkrieg-like. But again, we have slow-moving infantry. So that's why I really want to get our armor division out here. Actually, you know what? No, our armor division's going to be slow too because we don't have motorized. Oh, guys. Okay. Well, that's a problem. So they're just going to have to be kind of like a battering ram because they're not any faster. Oh, God, I didn't even think of that. That is my fault, guys. Oh, well. Oh, well. So what does the UK think of us now? Did we stop improving relations? We did. Okay. Can we ask for non-aggression pact? No, they're nowhere near. Base reluctance. They would have to really, really like us, which they really, really don't. Huh. Yeah, and I think a lot of it has to do with our different ideologies, which is unfortunate. So I don't know that I want to pick a fight with the Allies. But we are going to try. We are going to try for a non-aggression pact and see if that does anything. Because otherwise, we are going to have to join the Comintern. And we might have to wait for... I think well, Germany should be making some moves anytime now. We are in a January 1939. So in the next couple months, Germany will be making some moves. And that will send the world tension skyrocketing. Okay. Excellent. Now, that is 5 upgrades. So we do now have room for a second operative. Okay, so that slot unlocks in 30 days. And what does that do to our cryptology? You know, I didn't even look. Since we did get that first level of radio intercept, what does that do for us? Okay, that's way better. That is way better. There we go. Factor by country is at peace. Wow, that wow, that takes a huge chunk. When we're at peace, that's no bueno. Crazy. All right, how many more days for you, buddy? 17 more days. All right, good, good. Now, I do want to start to get some of these divisions out and at least in place. Although I know we're not necessarily going to go to war right away, it's still something that we're going to have to think about, especially the port defense units. Awesome. Okay, we got a maintenance company for the tanks, although we do not have the experience to put that in there, which is terrible. Okay, improved fire control system. We don't necessarily need that yet, because we're not going to be in a naval fight. I guarantee that. Our ships are not leaving port except for the submarines. There's no way I'm going up against the British Navy. So we may get the close air support. We might get land doctrine. What are we, 1939? Oh no, let's do improved artillery. That is an absolute must. Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Make sure that there's nothing like super pressing that we need. Okay, next will be the upgraded infantry equipment. How much longer for this one? Okay, 34 days. I think that might be the next one done. No, concentrated industry is the next one done. And how much longer do we have on this? Okay, 15 more days till they stop sapping our factory output. Yeah, because that's really killing us. Oof. Yeah, we're starting to run behind, guys. Starting to run behind on equipment. And we scored so much from just the different factions that we toppled during the Civil War, but That gave us a nice stockpile, but that is starting to run low. Let's have a look here. Yeah, basic infantry equipment. The good stuff we're starting to run out of. Yeah, the Mauser isn't too bad. And let's see, what else? Yep, convoys we're good on. Okay, artillery we're actually stockpiling quite nicely, which is cool. But we're short on... Damn, I hate to take artillery down to 1. That makes me real nervous. But once we get our brand new artillery, then that's going to change. I'm going to put a lot more factories back into that. Speaking of which, yeah, I cannot wait to get rid of this. I want to really plan out our focuses here. Now, we cannot get our extra research slot here until we get 50 factories. And we have 31 right now, so that's going to be a ways to go. Now, the Red Tide, what does this do? Okay, it gives us more recruitable population. Paraguay gets the event. Spanish Commune invites Paraguay. Ooh. We create a faction here. Yes, but we have to do this one first. We have to get 50 factories. I mean, I shouldn't be that excited about Paraguay, but you know. Okay, and then here, modernize the armed forces. Okay, dang. I do not believe we can do this. Yeah, we cannot. Oh, that would have been really nice. But again, we didn't want to go Stalinist. There's just... That would have been bad news for us. Stalin would have his hand up our rear end, telling us what to do, and that is not what we want. So yeah, we can at least do this. After we get 50 factories, of course, but that's fine. What do we get here? Repair. Okay, this is the one that I also would very much like to do. We'll get 4 more dockyards, because right now we have literally 2. And that's all we've had. So we're not going to be a naval power for some time, guys. Whatever fight we have is going to have to be almost exclusively on land. And I would actually, rather than France, I want to be friends with France. I want to turn them communist, but what I would rather do is fight Italy. Since they are in the Axis, and France is going to go to the Allies, and I'd much rather not... I don't want to deal with the Allies, at least as a enemy. Which we're going to eventually. But yeah, I would like to take on Italy, because I think... we could do a naval invasion. We'd have enough to do that, I think. Although I don't know what their navy looks like. We would have to really work for it. But I think we could do it. Especially if we could get military access from France. But that would take almost an act of God, I imagine. Yeah, it would. The hell with that. Oh well. That's fine. Okay, guys. So... we have the Intel network built here. So once, in 8 more days, we will get a second agent. We will recruit another agent, or that's going to take another probably 30 days. But let's see. Can we boost ideology here? No, we cannot. What can we do here? Root out resistance. Propaganda. Yeah. We could control trade or diplomatic pressure. So let's just stick here for now. That is what we're going to do. Just to maintain that network, because we need to do an operation there, and you have to have a full network in place to do it. And I think what we were going to do, what was it? Coordinated strike. Ah, yes. Okay, now this is what we're going to do. The coordinated strike. This is the one I wanted to show you guys. Now, we have to have at least 70% network, which we have 100%, which is fine. Alright, concentrated industry 3. Beautiful. And since it is 1939, let's go ahead and get the advanced machine tools as well. Get our multipliers up. How's this looking? Okay, not great, but okay. Let's see. Is that decision off yet? Okay, good. We are done improving worker conditions, so our factories are back to producing at normal speed. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, we are catching up on support equipment as well. And how are we doing? I really want to deploy that tank division and get them online. Yeah, and they're still waiting for some equipment. So there's no point in deploying them now because they're just going to have to train some more. They need 30 more tanks. Although we can get these infantry divisions out. So let's go ahead and do that. Get them training up, actually, with their army. So that we get the army experience instead. And you are going to train. I love this new shift. You hit shift and hit the train button and it will only train the units you have selected. Or actually any unit that needs to be trained to level 3. It completely eliminates the need for training armies, you know, unless you're just kind of a control freak and want to do it the old way. Then you can do it that way. All right. We can recruit an operative. Huh. All right. She is a seducer as well. Oh, I mean, geez, look at her. Those granny glasses. That sweet gray stripes in her hair. Yeah, I would. All right. Julio Fernandez. Well, we already got a guy. Let's get a female spy here. And let's go ahead and talk about doing some operations. We can start at least before the end of this episode, so we definitely have something to look forward to. Oh, okay, so this only takes 3 days, and that has to be done after we have a war goal, so that I'm happy with. For this, though, let's see, infiltrate Air Force. Ooh, we could steal aviation industry blueprints, Navy blueprints, capture Cypher, infiltrate the civilian administration. Yes, let us do that. Takes 90 days to prepare. That's okay. So, this is what it looks like when you do an operation, guys. You select your operatives. We're going to do Kissy Lips and Camilla Aranda. This is her first operation. Outlook is excellent, so we infiltrate across the neutral border, apply charms, hike back across the border. Agents will infiltrate across a neutral border. Border guards in the area are expected to be less alert, and we have already identified a number of areas where border patrols are very infrequent. Our agent will enter into a very close and intimate relationship with someone on the inside to gain information and leverage on them. Our agents will escape by crossing the border at night in a remote location. Local guides are standing by to assist navigating the treacherous area. All right. So let's go ahead and prepare. Takes 60 days. Oh, wait. We'll be refunded in 60 days. Okay. All right. So we can steal industrial blueprints. That might be nice. Or actually, should we be infiltrating the army? Yeah, maybe, just maybe we should be doing... Capture Cypher, but, you know, they're not going to exist for very long, so it doesn't really matter. You could steal military blueprints. I doubt they have anything of value. Strength and resistance. Sabotage industry. Yeah. I actually like that one better. Yeah, we're going to do this one instead. Yeah, we're going to do this one instead. Going to make resistance contacts. Beautiful. Prepared? Oh, it's prepared. Commence. All right. I think I just found a bug, guys. That was supposed to take 90 days. All right. So, in 12 May 1939, we will have them back. Excellent. Oh, man. I'm kind of thrilled. Beautiful. And this is actually going really fast. You've collected... Oh, they need support equipment for resistance contacts. I like this. I like this. Well, we did just up our support equipment, so it's going to have to do. Oh, that is so cool. All right, guys. Well, now we have something to definitely look forward to next episode. Thank you so much for joining me on this. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Likes are free to leave, and they are very much appreciated. Thank you guys again. See you next time. Bye-bye.